Mike Gould here, Mayor of Hounds Town USA, home to the happiest dogs on earth. We're working with our little dog Rocky, and we're finishing up. Today is our last day. I have my top 10 list, which will be furnished for you. Let's pan over to see what's going on over there. So there's the lovely Ashley with Rocky, who is on his psychological free time, meaning he's smelling, he's peeing, he's pooping. So there's two frames of mind. Free time and work time. This dog, most dogs are free time 95% of the time. When we're ready, when the pack moves, the dogs have to go to an assigned place in the pack. They're pack animals. Our place in the pack is on our left side. So when Ashley's going to get low, number one, and call him. She's going to correct a little. He comes. He got caught up, and that's fine. It's a little mechanical. She's going to love him, love him. The dog is always on a leash, whether it's a 6-foot leash. Now the dog is on her side. Come into the shaded area. The dog is attentive. She will stop. The dog sits automatically. She's going to tell him to look right, and she's going to step out with her right foot, tell him to stay, come over here by me, and it doesn't matter what's going on. So the top 10 things, he or she is under your supervision. The leash and collar is on all the time, unless the dog is in its crate or a designated spot, period. If she is in the crate, you are supervising, you take the leash off. The dog does not get lured into his crate, rather he goes in. This is all on our video. The only place, so now what Ashley's going to do is walk towards his mat over there. That's his place. He's going to get low, good. Point to his mat. Now obviously you wouldn't put this in the middle of the sun on an asphalt in the middle of a parking lot. But what I want you to see is that this is possible. So obviously, and he should be able to lay down for 20 or 30 minutes without getting up, regardless of distractions. So cars come through here, we always have to be supervising the dog with a leash and collar on. So this is kind of amazing. Obviously, if we were really doing this, we'd put the mat in a shady area under a tree. When she wants him, she's going to get a little closer, get low, and call him.
Rocky, come.
Good, she praises him. He's not food motivated, so this can't be done with food. Then she's going to stand up, and she's going to take a walk. The dog is going to stay on her left. He can't sniff, he can't pee, he can't poop. Look at how happy he is. His ears are up. He's alert. Look at how relaxed she is. Her arms are relaxed. She's hardly holding that thing. Remember, this is elementary school. High school, we get rid of the leashes and so forth. But he's not ready now, so he's doing a remarkable job. More importantly, Ashley did a remarkable job. When she stops, watch what happens. Ask? You can ask. So sometimes we ask her, she's nervous. Step out with your right, don't say anything. Just walk away from him. Go water the plants, check to see if there's weeds. Now, obviously, it's a nice day. If it was 110 degrees, we wouldn't ask a dog to lay on hot asphalt. Don't make him back down. That's fine. Good. And now, that's right. So the reward system for Rocky is physical reward. So Ashley's going to come back, and she's going to really love him. She's going to get low and love him. What else? You're holding the leash. The dog never pulls. So for the last 12 days, the dog was never allowed to pull on this leash. Everything must be initiated and controlled by the human. No yelling. If you notice, I had to actually tell Ashley to talk. Because we normally don't talk to dogs, but Rocky needed a little help laying down, so she asked him to. So we really stopped talking. All right, we're good. That was a great day. One of the specific things we talk about, I am not a big fan of putting my face near an animal's face. And children are the #1 victims of dog bites. So now, if you're hell-bent on doing it, at least make sure the dog comes to you for the kissing, not you coming to the dog. So the dog has to come to you. So if you run up on a dog, it might be, your child might be fine, but a neighbor's child, because now he has a requirement to stay. So the dog at least has to come to you. The only time you can get bit in the face by a dog is when your face is by the dog's teeth. Their teeth is the only mechanism to resolve conflict. So listen, I go to court, 10-year-old kids bitten by dogs. When a dog gets bit in the face, it doesn't have to be serious. A lip, a gum, a nose, and the ear. You get bit in the hand or the leg, that's a completely different story. So now, So the dog is laying down, and he does like to chase certain toys. So here we are at our barbecue. Let's see if she can catch. Good. Bring him back. This was good. He has to be taught how our barbecue takes place. It's not done with yelling. So we really want that. I wanted to trigger his misbehavior. If we don't trigger this does you no good at home. So he's got to learn that this is our barbecue. Now, if the ball ends up on his bed and he gets up, then that's not a... So you got to use good judgment. I'm going to roll it. That might be more enticing. This is magnificent. No yelling or screaming. This could be a frisbee, and this is a rabbit to a dog. A frisbee is a bird. He's not motivated by food, so it's really not an issue. I can yell, I can jump, I can be like a 10-year-old child. Now, 12 days ago, the dog was petrified of me. Now he's not even looking. How do I know? His mouth is open. He could have ran away out of fear, but he didn't. So we start doing things. That was done with all right. So I'm a little crazy. I had too much coffee. This is the end. It doesn't matter if it's a vacuum cleaner. Included in this training package is an in-home, because this will regress. If you don't enforce the rules, if you're not consistent, every family member, this is going to regress. Back to the way. Get back. We expect mistakes. Get back. Please. So we expect regression. That doesn't bother me. In fact, I'm glad. So I can teach him in this controlled environment what to do. Good work.